I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. And we're having coffee in my beautiful dolphin mug. Seemed like the one that needed to come out this morning. Good morning. One day before the spring equinox, that time when we have a virtual, I guess, for lack of a better word, change in seasons. Sometimes it doesn't seem like that, but it is the time when we start looking for new birth, new signs. I was looking out the window yesterday and I told my husband, I said, look at that tree over there. All of a sudden, it's green. It's this halo shadow of green as the new little leaves pop out. Spring is the reminder that after the downtime, after the deadness comes new life. And boy, this couldn't be more powerful this year than all that we are shifting and changing into as a world collective, personally. And that's what this is all about. This reading is about discernment. This is you learning to trust what you get because there's so much opportunity for deception. Listening to things, my husband will flip through different YouTube things and we'll be listening. And all of a sudden I just look at him and go, this is BS. This is just AI. This isn't a true thing. It wells up in your gut, but you have to start trusting you. So there are some things that can help you do that. I in the description included the idea, if you would like to start learning to trust what you get, muscle testing is a way to do that, self-muscle testing. I have a short video that you can request. You direct message me and then I will get that off to you in an email. So you can start doing your own. Most of the things that we want to develop right now within ourselves, we have to be intentional about. We have to do something about. So the two decks that wanted to come in and help guide us through this were the Energy Oracle and the Mystical Shaman. So the first card that came up in the Energy Oracle is Time to Ground. Look at that beautiful card. It is time to get out of the fear, get out of the chaos, the anxiety, all that we're being whipped up into, and get grounded. So many different ways to do that. Get outside, get into nature. Just take a walk in a green space if you live in a city. If you can't do that, get some house plants. Look at the house plants, feel the house plants, get that earthly energy into your system. Get your feet in the grass, in the dirt, sit by a river, get in the water if you can. Any way you can think of. An intentional grounding is taking your energy down to the center of Mother Earth. I also have a grounding video if you would like that to help you ground and get to that place. But look at everything. Time to ground. It is all nature in one way or another. Sit next to a tree, just lean against it. Get that energy flowing through you because it's a very calming energy. It's a very strong, strength-based energy. Anxiety and chaos are very airy. They're very weak. They're powerless. And that is where the powers that were want you to stay, is in powerlessness. Good morning, Julia. Good morning, Diane. So it's time to ground, time to take charge of your own energy. The next card that came up was the Water card from the Mystical Shaman. It came up in reverse. The Water card symbolizes purification, regeneration, birth, revival, and cleansing. It signifies an evolutionary shift from former self to new self. But this came up in reverse. So what is the medicine? This is a time for cleansing unwanted energy and sticky feelings. Consider this. What water does to the flesh, it does in sacred ritual to the spirit. The spiritual cleansing, like baptism, is the opportunity to get an instantaneous experience of the timeless, non-ordinary reality in which all true creation takes place. Now is also a time that is pregnant with potential for you. Carl Jung talked about the material womb-like significance of water as a universal symbol. Water represents the potentiality of existence. It precedes and sustains every creation. So get into the water aspect. Take in enough water. That helps balance out the physical system. Good morning, Jean. Being intentional about this process is where your power lies. This is such a huge time of transformation. Certainly, the spring equinox tomorrow is that symbolic. That was the word I was looking for earlier. The symbolic shift from one thing to another. But it is an energy that's coming in. The new you, the you that trusts yourself, the you that stands in your power, can absolutely jump on that train right now. It's like added energy. We're always changing. Why not direct this change into a creational space where you understand your divinity? You understand that you are the creator of what is coming to you. And so you want to be intentional about where you're putting your focus. If you keep putting your focus in the various media outlets that are telling you who's bad, who's wrong, why they're bad, what it is you need to do about it, you're constantly being manipulated. You want to get into your spirit self, connect. I am open, I'm willing, I'm ready. Guide me to your spiritual causal team and allow them to step in and direct your ability to shift. You want to be constantly connected to your higher self. And muscle testing helps you begin to trust. You want to learn discernment. You want to trust that, we call it the gut feeling. Everyone's place that they feel that knowingness is different. It's not the same in me as it is in you. Francesca, top of the morning, beautiful. So allow just the symbol of water to be that shifting transformational place and that place of creation. The next card that came up was, I have two of them here. Okay, we'll do this. This is the next one. It is the messenger card of love that you are different. What you get, what you bring in, isn't she just the cutest thing ever? This is like one of my favorite cards. She is adorable. I need one of these. Jack would disagree. He doesn't think we need anybody else in the household. And for now, he's right. Love that you are different. You're not going to be, good morning, Jeannie, like everybody else. And that's a good thing. Trying to mold yourself into someone else's definition of who they think you are is your willingness to bend over and go, okay, I'll be who you need me to be, because I really have no idea who I am. And I'm not that, I'm not that special. I don't really matter. I don't count. That is what you're saying when you work yourself into a mold that everybody else has placed you in with their expectations of who you are. So love that you are different. Embrace those differences. The differences is where your information comes in. It comes in differently for me than it does for you. Most of my information comes in my feelings, but it will come through my mind a lot of the time. Clairsentience is my strongest gift. Claircognizance is my second strongest gift. Claircognizance is the knowingness. You get it in your mind. Most of us are talked to by Creator, the universe, the angels, the guides, companions, your spiritual causal team, in our minds, in our imagination. And so then we decide that we made it up, we don't trust it, even though we just asked. So learning to trust yourself, the muscle testing to me is kind of like the key to really start trusting the answers you get by playing with that tool, so that when the answers come, You trust them. Are we always right? No, because we are always human. That is the aspect. But when you start to really work with tools to get yourself in continual alignment, to start acting on the things that come to mind once you've asked for guidance and help, and they start working out, then you begin to trust yourself more. So play with it. The Holy Mountain is the next card that came up in reverse. Oh, geez, and I moved it out of it. It's 25. I always think I remember them, and then it's like, I don't have time to remember this stuff now. The Holy Mountain. When the Holy Mountain shows up, it's time to be active. Do not let your doubts deter you and keep you bound. This is a time to leap over challenges and to remember that from the top of the mountain, there are no obstacles, only beauty and an unobstructed view of the entire earth. And there's no need to go shopping for the right hiking boots or camping equipment to climb the holy mountain. You have all the gear you need. Again, it is time to take action. It is time to step into the truth of who you are and love the fact that you get things differently, likely from those people around you. Again, you have allowed yourself to be put in a box so that you have been more comfortable with those who are around you. Good morning, Kimberly. So it is time to step out of that box. Time to really begin to trust what you get, because what you get isn't going to be like what everyone else gets. So it is, and the thing is the world needs what you get. They don't need everyone else's get. They've already got somebody else's get. It's kind of like that old adage, you be you, everybody else is taken. And that's true. It is time for your authentic self to really begin to emerge even more greatly. This is the time, the spring equinox, new life, and we are in a new creation of this world. We want to do that from our point of higher vibration. Again, that morning practice. Good morning, Jean. That morning practice of gratitude and love raises your vibration, and then using the tools that you get, whatever that is. I mean, muscle testing is a great way to begin to trust yourself. There are other tools, but that connection to your power team is the one that begins to give you confidence. You have amazing gifts that need to be seen in this world. You chose to come in right now. The things that you journey with, that you travel with, that seem like blocks and things that keep you from doing what you've wanted to do, are things you brought to yourself as learning opportunities to release energies you brought in this time. Some of these energies are past life, some of them are ancestral, and some of them came in this lifetime. But you don't have to journey with them anymore, but you do want to learn from them. That is why you brought them into your field. So you standing in your power is a huge gift in a way that is brand new for many of us. So good morning, Christina in Canada. Good morning. I was wondering about my Canadian friends with some of the things that are going on, some of the things that are being said. I wouldn't worry about them, because the truth is, all that up there, I can't really do a lot about. What I can do is the here. And I can bring myself into a place of reduced anxiety, if not no anxiety, fear, self-doubt, powerlessness, using your power tools, connecting to your higher team. There is a bigger picture. You want that 30,000 foot view. Ask for the observer view. The observer view helps pull you out of the immediate fear and discomfort and upheaval that the powers that were want to keep us in. So it's a powerful place to stand in your own energy. By the way, Christina, the other day I was working with a new client, and I brought over the picture that you painted for me, that is so gorgeous, and just because it was relevant. She is in part of a circle of women that I've started enjoying in this new realm that it's not really a new realm, it's just a new group of friends. And I needed them because my playmates have pretty much disappeared or passed on. So at any rate, that it's a constant change, a constant shift. I am being more prompted into group stuff. That has not been a place I have been comfortable in most of my life. So that is for me a big shift, and it's time. The other took place to create what I am now. It is now time for me to move into a shifting place of more collaboration. So the next card that came up was Heed the Messengers. There are going to be people that come into your life. Isn't that gorgeous? I mean, they all are gorgeous. There are going to be likely people. Sometimes it's animals showing up at timely, at times. So I went to a retreat a couple, 3 weeks ago now. And when we went in for our last session together, outside the yurt that we were going into, 9 bald eagles were in that tree. And bald eagles, part of what they symbolize is that higher perspective, the 30,000-foot view. It pulls you out of the immediate, the tumultuous, the rolling on the ground, tumbling with like that thing, when you wrestle with pigs, you both get muddy. You don't need to prove your point to anybody. The only need that fulfills is in you, that you are right. Know that what is right. I mean, do we really know what the end point is here? No. I trust that this is huge shifting sands, that we, the light holders, the way showers, coming into trusting our gut, discernment, is a hugely powerful shift to creating this world that we want to live in, this thing that we know can be there. We have to be holding that within ourselves, raising our vibration, focusing more on what we desire in our immediate life and in the world. What is it that's going to make you feel more comfortable? Heed the messengers. They will show up for you. People that you haven't seen in a while, things that just seem a bit unusual. We have so much bird activity where I live. Could be because my husband feeds them all year long. But we have lots of birds. And I noticed, beginning with COVID, when everybody, went inside, that they started behaving differently, and they still are. There was a shift that they went through. We are being prompted into a shift right now, and we get to be the designers of what that looks like. The next card that came up, gorgeous, is Thunder. Legend speaks of great thunder beings who live in the sky and call for your attention when tensions in a situation are called upon to be released. They warn, their presence in your reading reminds you of the dramatic moments in life that change everything, both awesome and frightening, when thunder arrives. It is also a wake-up call, one that you will not soon forget. When thunder comes into your reading, it refers to a big dramatic change that feels like a herd of wild bison on the road. It is time for you. Oh, you haven't? Yeah. Julie said she'd never heard of the wrestle with pigs thing. Yep. It's don't give them your energy. Don't give the dissenters any of your energy. That's not your place anymore. Your place is inward, to do your own work, to develop yourself. It's a time of dramatic change. This is a very personal thing, because we are the ones that are going to influence what this worldwide shifting change is like. We can make it as prickly as we are, or we can make it as smooth as we are, but we have to get there first ourselves. I'm going to talk again about this retreat. There is absolutely a before the retreat and an after retreat. Learning to trust yourself, learning to stand in your power, learning how to release the energies that no longer serve you when they come up so that you can do a good portion of your own work. You don't have to constantly look to someone else to quote unquote heal you or make you better. We're going to do a lot of clearing in this retreat. Energy workers are necessary, but most of us don't have the time or the resources to consult one every time a thing comes up that we go, ooh, this doesn't feel like it keeps me in balance. So it's something that needs to let go. You can learn how to manage your own energy. So consider the retreat. There are some spaces left, and it's going to be powerful AF. I had someone message me the other day and go, what does AF mean? Like, oh, well, it means, and when you look up the word FUCK, it now means a word of emphasis. So I think we are complete for this beautiful day before spring equinox. Be ready to step into the newness, the transformation, the new you that really is pushing you, because some things are very prickly for you right now. They're getting harder because you need to let them go. And so I offer you this new spring equinox as a choice to step in, take action, get some big changes done within yourself, and that flows over into the world. Like I say, you do you, and the world will benefit. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm Victoria Savage, Nurse Savage, on your side, your wisdom guided oracle. Until we meet again.